Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to Cosmic Culture, the channel where we talk all things major movie and television news, theories, breakdowns, and much, much more. I'm your host Chris, back with another trailer coming from Marvel this week. That's two trailers in 2 days. Yesterday we got Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumaina, and today we got the holiday special for the Guardians of the Galaxy, which is going to be a Marvel Studios special presentation on Disney+. So we're going to go over the trailer and talk about its actual importance to the canon of the MCU in today's video. If you haven't already, consider subscribing and turning on that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of our other major movie and television news updates happening daily here on the channel. You can also follow me on my other socials, Instagram at Chris M. Rosser and Twitter at TheCultureChris. Links to both of these are in the description down below. So overall, the premise for the trailer is very simple. Quill's sad because he's lost Gamora. Everybody on the team wants to make him happy because they are a family in the galaxy, so they decide to take him to Earth for Christmas time. And this will supposedly cheer up Star-Lord. Well, we see in the trailer that they go to Hollywood, they do the whole Christmas thing, there's an exchange of presents, there's lots of lights and a big party in a club. It's really, really cool to see, and Star-Lord is happy for a small amount of time. Then it turns out he's still not happy enough, so they're going to get him the ultimate present, and that's to hang out with Kevin Bacon, who you'll remember from the very first movie is a huge idol for Chris Pratt. He's a big fan of the movie Footloose. He loves to dance. There's a lot of Chris Pratt inspired moments from Kevin Bacon, including jokes, and that's really what we're built into here. Now that's everything that the trailer tells us as far as the plot is concerned, but here's what the trailer doesn't tell us. One, James Gunn has confirmed that this is going to be an extremely important moment for the MCU. In fact, you're going to have to see what happens in this special presentation in order to be on board when we get to Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Now, trailers for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 have already been circulated around during San Diego Comic-Con, and it sounds like it's going to be quite a sad movie. In fact, James Gunn, again, director of Guardians of the Galaxy 1, 2, and 3, has come out and said that this is his last movie, that after this, he's done with his Guardians of the Galaxy story, and that is going to have certain ramifications. We should expect some characters to die, and for a lot of characters to not make a return later on in the future of the Guardians of the Galaxy, whatever that may look like, with or without these characters that we know and love. If there is a future for the Guardians, it's not going to be with James Gunn, and it very well might not be with Dave Bautista as Drax, Chris Pratt as Star-Lord, and all of the other members of the gang who we absolutely love. And yes, that does mean maybe Groot and Rocket. So overall, the levels of not only the holiday special, but the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 have a very important impact on the MCU, which is something with these special presentations like the holiday special, Werewolf by Night, and other special presentations that will be coming that I think is going to have a huge impact and importance for the MCU. Now, we've talked a slight amount over the last few days about these special presentations, and that there are reports that we should be expecting one for Mephisto, one for the Silver Surfer, and even Nova, whose origin story in the MCU could be one of these hour-long Disney Plus special presentations. Now, what does this really mean? Nobody actually has a clear idea, but it seems like maybe Disney is going to try to switch up a little bit the long drawn-out Disney Plus series that have an overwhelming amount of time and an underwhelming amount of content. We don't need to have fluff episodes in a 6-episode long series with 40-minute episodes, and episodes 3, 4, and 5 are just kind of fluff and pointless. Now, they're entertaining and people enjoy them, but every single series so far, WandaVision, Loki, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Moon Knight, and others, have all had fluff episodes. The 4th episode that leads into the big reveal, which also usually ended up being kind of underwhelming. So a good way to potentially remove these fluff episodes, this lost time, is to create an hour-long special that gives us an introduction to a character. We saw this flawlessly with Werewolf by Night. We had an introduction to several new characters who were in the Werewolf by Night special, and now we know who they are should they show up later on in the MCU. Now, Werewolf by Night specifically is pushing the Midnight Sun narrative, the dark, witchcraft, sorcery, monster hunter side of the MCU. But Nova, a special project, would be introducing Nova and what really happened after Thanos went and destroyed Xandar. Same thing with Silver Surfer, and the same thing with Mephisto, and the same thing with the holiday special. We're getting an hour-long presentation of what is going on with the Guardians of the Galaxy after Thor: Love and Thunder, which is precisely where this project takes place, after Thor: Love and Thunder and before Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Now, we did briefly catch up with our heroes on the Guardians of the Galaxy during Thor: Love and Thunder, as Thor was gallivanting across the galaxy, helping them out, as they did their thing. Now, ultimately, Thor went off and went on his own direction, and the Guardians went off to continue their quest. But it looks like we'll be picking up with them during this holiday special, with a reasonably sad Star-Lord after the loss of Gamora. Now, you recall at the end of Endgame, a different Gamora from a different universe had made her way into our sacred timeline and managed to escape without getting sent back, and the ramifications of that are still very unknown. Now, we know that the TVA was in existence at the time, but we also now they're not. So with Loki destroying the TVA as we knew it, it's very possible that that Gamora was never cleared out for the timeline and is still out there existing, and hopefully we'll run back into her, or very likely we'll run back into her for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Maybe even get a small tease of this in the holiday Christmas special. But of course, we don't want to put too much pressure on an hour-long spectacle that is meant to give us a reunited little journey with our Guardians of the Galaxy family. And that's something that I think we can expect from this James Gunn special. A lot of fun. We get a look at Groot, we get a look at Rocket, who's giving a biscuit to Cosmo, and many other fun moments that will be happening. We see that Drax and Mantis have gone really close as they are walking around Hollywood just like normal. Now, we see there are people around staring at them, but I do think it's kind of fun, clever, and bizarre how Earth has transformed so much since Endgame that things like aliens walking around the Hollywood Walk of Fame isn't even that crazy, that the most they're gonna get is a strange look. Earth has gone through some peculiar events, including the snap, the blip, Endgame, the returning of all of these characters, Wanda taking over an entire town, surely that was on the news, an alien god Celestial sticking its head out of the ocean and nearly destroying the Earth, surely that was on the news, and then some of the smaller things that are happening, like Ms. Marvel and She-Hulk, who has now started a whole lawyer division for superheroes and supernatural beings. So, Earth is aware of superheroes, they're aware of aliens, they're aware of all of these threats, so having a couple aliens walk down the street as they come to Earth to celebrate Christmas with their half-Earthling companion, it's a lot of fun and definitely a cool narrative. This trailer, just like the Ant-Man trailer, has gotten me excited for the upcoming project. I think there's a lot of hope for the future of Marvel as we transition into Phase 5. I've actually seen a lot of comments coming from you guys how you're very excited for Phase 5 and how, yeah, Phase 4 might have been a slow burner, a growing phase, but Phase 5 is about to get really exciting really quick. So, get excited. Holiday special just around the corner, following the release of Black Panther: Wakanda Forever, and then leading into the release of Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumaina. Let me know your guys' thoughts and initial reactions to this trailer in the comment section down below, and if you made it to the end of the video, go ahead and give me a like. It's free for you and helps me out a lot, and consider subscribing and turning on that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of our other videos happening right here on Cosmic Culture.